If you stumbled across this video and you are ready to make changes in your life, definitely make sure you stay a while, because I'm going to talk about how I started my health and wellness journey, and I want to give you guys some pointers on how to start your health and wellness journey, how to be disciplined, how to find the time to even make this journey happen, and also how to build confidence in the kitchen. That is also a very important topic, is building that confidence in the kitchen. And then most importantly, I'm going to talk about enjoying the journey. You have to enjoy this journey. So if you don't know who I am, you've never seen my face before, I am ShannonMone't. I make content on weekly vlogs, daily vlogs, mom life. I do grocery hauls, fashion hauls, skincare, and I'm also adding this new series, my health and wellness journey. I'm going to call this the Glow Up series. So a little bit of background about myself if you don't know me personally or don't know my story based off of any of the content that I've put out. I am a mother of two. I am a wife. I had 2 children back to back in a matter of 3 years, and my body's just not the same body it used to be. I've tried so many things as far as going on YouTube, looking up different workout routines, looking at different influencers, looking at different meals that I can make, even trying different supplements. And I found some things that worked, but I was inconsistent with allowing those results to happen. I wasn't consistent with continuing that routine because I noticed that I was overcomplicating my routine. I was setting goals that just weren't realistic. And I love my fitness girls out there. I love my influencers. But some of the things that they were doing, I was trying to mimic, and even the routine itself, and it just didn't work for me. It didn't work for my schedule. And we're also going to talk about waking up early, because that is also a hot topic. I've noticed that it's a very hot topic these days. A lot of these influencers are saying wake up at 4, wake up at 5, wake up at 6. That may not work for everyone. So we're definitely going to talk about time, because time is also very important, trying to prioritize the right time to make it happen. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is how to start. What I want you guys to do, I know we are in a digital world, but I want you to write down your why. I don't care if you write it in your phone, open up that notepad, or even get an actual notepad and write it down. I want to know, what is your why? Why are you even starting this health and wellness journey? Even if you're comfortable enough, comment your why down in the comment section, because I want you to really sit there and think about, why are you starting this journey? Why are you starting it? That is a very important topic, just because your why is going to keep you going. You're going to have good days. You're going to have hard days. We're going to have to get through this storm, because if you really think about what your why is and why you're starting, that's going to keep you motivated, and motivation gives you the inspiration, and that's going to also help you be disciplined, because discipline is going to keep you going. So really think about what your why is, why you're starting this journey in the first place. What are you trying to achieve? It could be just being a healthier version of yourself. It could be losing weight. It could be a number of things, but definitely sit there and think about, what is your why? I actually use this in my everyday life. I even use it when it comes to, why am I doing my YouTube channel? When it comes to, why am I working this job? Like, I literally use what is your why in everything that I do in life. So definitely just really think about, what is your why? Another thing I want to talk about is really not overcomplicating your routine, not overcomplicating your goals. I want you to make this realistic. You may see another influencer say, oh, I can work out 5 to 6 days a week, but that might not be what works for you. What works for me on a sweet week, I can say 3 to 4 times. 4 to 5 if I'm lucky, because I am also a mother. I pour into other people. I have to find the time to pour into myself while I'm pouring to others. I love my family so much. I love being a mother. I love being a wife. But I also have to really realize, Shannon, or even you have to realize, I need to find some time to do the things that make me happy. And honestly, I'm going to tell you guys, I've started this journey so many times. And this is the longest that I've been able to keep this up because I prioritize the time. Making my goals realistic. And I'm telling myself, okay, Shannon, if you can't get to 4 times this week, at least do 3 times. I have to figure out the timing because if you do know, I just recently started a job and my hours fluctuate. So some mornings it's okay for me to wake up at 5 o'clock, 4:30 to work out, but it's not going to work every single day. So I also found some time to where I can work out right after work because my children are in daycare. So I have time to really pour into me before I even have to get them. And it just feels good, especially when you're seeing results. Those results keep you motivated. And another thing I recommend, stay away from the scale. I used to be one of them girls that I would get on a scale once a week, and if I didn't see movement in the scale, I would get discouraged. The scale will discourage you if you're checking in too much. So another thing I started to do is I started to check every 4 weeks. I would say, okay, I'm going to hop on the scale. Hold on, y'all. I do apologize. Every time I try to start a video, the lawnmower folks are out there mowing the lawn. So I do apologize if that's an annoyance in the background. But yeah, definitely figure out what times work best for you. That's another thing that's going to keep you going because you'll have a schedule. Even if you can write your weeks out every Sunday, just write your week out. What does your week look like? What time do you want to set aside to either work out or just pouring into yourself, whether it's in the kitchen? But one thing I've heard this multiple times, you can never overwork a bad diet. So I'm not saying go on a diet. What I'm saying is watch what you're eating, because it's very important to watch what you're eating to make sure you're putting the good things in your body, because it goes hand in hand. Working out and eating the right way can definitely give you the results you're looking for, because you cannot work out. You might be one of those girls that just got a fast metabolism, but on the other hand, I don't. So in order for me to see the results, I also have to put in the work in the kitchen, not just in the gym. So that's another thing that you need to think about as well. And like I said, I'm not telling you to go on a diet, but you have to work on reducing, limiting those bad habits. Like, one thing about me, I love to crunch. I love chips. Those chips are my weakness. I'm not even going to lie. And it took me a minute to kind of scale it back a little bit, but if I like, knowing that I like the crunch, I'll buy some sunflower seeds, or I'll buy some nuts, pistachios, things like that. You know, I just tried to kind of either find a replacement, because I know even if I say, okay, I love Doritos, I just love chips. I don't know what it is about chips, but chips are so good. So if you have a chip that you recommend that is healthy, definitely comment down below. That way your girl can try those chips. But if I buy a bag of Doritos and I say, okay, I'm going to eat this many, I'll put a little bit in a bowl. It's no way that's happening. It's no way that's happening. I know myself, so I just cut it back all the way. Now I'm just going to munch on my nuts, because I'm still getting my crunch that I want. I'm not big on like a sweet tooth, so I love fruits, I love yogurt, so I even buy like the Chobani zero sugar yogurt, and I'll put some fruit on there, some berries or some strawberries, and a little bit of granola. That would be like a nice little snack for myself. I found foods that I really enjoy. And recently, I want to say it was earlier this year, I introduced myself to avocado. And let me tell you, if you've never tried avocado, what are you waiting for? I mean, I see people make it so many different ways, but the way that I make it is just good to my likings. I love avocado now. Like, that is I can eat avocado toast every single day. Bread is also not my weakness, but I do buy low carb bread, so the bread is only 6 carbs, and then I'll make my avocado toast. The way that I make my avocado, I cut it in half, mash it up. I add a little bit of garlic powder, a little onion powder, some paprika, a little bit of lemon pepper, squeeze a little lime in it, and then I mix it up, put it on my toast. I like my toast to have cheese on it, so I either sprinkle some feta or I'll put some Parmesan cheese. I'll either fry or boil an egg, and chef's kiss, y'all. Like, I absolutely love avocado toast. So that's been one of my big things in the morning, is making my avocado toast. And then I love salads. I'm big on salads. So I know when it comes to eating clean, eating fresh, that's not the issue. My issue is the chips. The chips are my issue. But if you're one of those people that like chips and you can actually scale it back, just reduce how much you're eating. If you like sweets, you know, cookies, all that good stuff, just try to like find another alternative for the sweets, or just scale it back, just reduce it. I'm not big on drinking, but I do like wine, so here and there I may have a glass of wine, but I like red wine, so I know red wine is a little healthier for you than white wine. I'm big on coffee, and I know a lot of people have their pros and cons about coffee, but I have to have coffee every morning. I do drink a glass of coffee every morning with my 0 sugar creamer, so there's really no carbs in my creamer, no sugar in my creamer. I'm really like focusing on eliminating my carbs, so that's really my goal, is scaling back on the carbs. If you also know, I don't eat red meat, so I strictly just eat fish, chicken, turkey. Shrimp here and there. I'm not really big on the shellfish, especially because I do have a shellfish allergy when it comes to crabs. It's so weird that I'm allergic to crabs, but I'm not allergic to lobster. And lobster is actually really good. I cook that once in a while. But besides all that, I really find the foods that I truly enjoy. You have to find the stuff that you enjoy. And then if you're cooking for a household, you know, sometimes, and you guys from experience, you can center yourself around your family, your husband, your partner, whoever, and sometimes you can lose yourself in within centering yourself around people. And I'm not saying it's in a bad way, but ever since I stopped eating red meat, and if I cook red meat for my husband and my kids, I started making my own meals. Like, I started to, okay, if I'm making them steak, I'm going to eat chicken or salmon, and I would eat like the sides that they would eat. But I got into the habit of always cooking 2 separate meals here and there, to where I said, you know what? Now that you're on this health and wellness journey, you can decenter yourself away from your family and just actually cook the things that you want to eat. Even if it's meal prepping, because sometimes it can be exhausting cooking and then cooking 2 meals. So sometimes I do meal prep. I might meal prep in the beginning of the week, or I might just make a meal one night and just have enough for a couple of days for myself, and then that way I'm only cooking for my family when I am cooking. But I noticed that when I decenter myself away from my family, it's been a little bit easier focusing on my health and wellness journey, because now I know there's no temptation with me eating the things that they're eating. So if that's something that you have a hard time with, because I noticed, like, in relationships, you can lose yourself, whether it's in your actual relationship with your spouse, your partner, or if it's your relationship with your family. Sometimes you end up just going with the flow, you know? And I used to be one of those people. I used to just go with the flow. So when I started really focusing on myself and what I'm putting into my body, I don't go with the flow anymore. I just don't go with the flow anymore. I actually have to make better choices. Like, from time to time we do eat out, and like if my husband wants to order like Wingstop got some good fries. They do. But I know that there has to be a balance. If I want my Wingstop, I'm going to get some veggie sticks. That's just what it is. I'll eat the veggie sticks. You know, I have no problem eating my vegetables. So just kind of like making the right choices can also be hard, but if you're disciplined, you can definitely make those right choices. Especially when you're like I told you, when you're starting to see those results of you working out and eating right, and you're starting to notice a difference in your body, it's going to keep you going. It really is. It's going to keep you going, because there's like a high that you get when you're on this journey. Like, because just last week I tried on a pair of jeans that I was sucking my stomach in to button. I put those jeans on yesterday, pulled them up, buttoned them up, no sucking in, and I'm like, no way. There's no way I did not suck my stomach in. Like, that made me feel so good. And that's another thing. You have to give yourself grace. Give yourself grace. Really be kind to yourself. Be proud that you even embarked this journey, because a lot of people will shame themselves, and it can really, really discourage you from even going after the ultimate goal, going after your why. So yes, that's another thing. But like I said, building that confidence in the kitchen. If you don't know how to cook, get an air fryer or use your oven. YouTube something. Like, that air fryer, I can cook. Like, I can cook soul food. You name it, your girl be in the kitchen. Just ask somebody. Ask somebody. But that air fryer has saved my life tremendously. I can throw a piece of salmon in there. I can throw some chicken wings in there, chicken breasts. Like, it really eliminates the time that you really put in the kitchen. I love cooking, but if I can save some time, I sure will. I sure will. But yeah, just be mindful of the things that you're putting into your body. And then even if you're trying like different supplements, like weight loss vitamins or pills or whatever you may have, just know that you can't just take those pills and not put in the work. If you read the back of the label of the bottle that you're taking, whether it's, let me throw one out because I used to take green tea pills. If you're going to take these green tea pills, you have to work out and eat right. So those pills are just a boost of what you really need to be doing if you want to obtain those goals. Like I said, most importantly, guys, you have to enjoy the journey. If you don't enjoy what you do, it's just not going to work. It's not going to work. You can't do it and be miserable. You have to be ready to make this change. And when I made this change, not only did I write down my why, but it became a lifestyle for me. It feels so good just being healthy. You know, I'm not an expert at any of this. I'm not a nutritionist. I am not a trainer. I'm just doing the things that work for me. But I wake up every day just excited to go in the kitchen, make my avocado toast. I'm excited to go to the gym, to pour into myself. Like, those are things that really excite me. But I really hope that this video helped you in any way. Definitely comment your thoughts below. Comment your recommendations below. Also, if you're comfortable, comment your why below. Why are you starting your journey? It may be able to help others, but I really do hope that this video was inspiring. I hope this video will motivate you to get up and work out, to even eat right. Whatever it is, I hope that I was able to motivate you some. But if you are new over here to my channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Definitely hit the bell so you're notified anytime I post any content. And if you're looking for more videos like this, I am going to start making more videos like this. I'm going to start doing like Wellness Wednesdays or just wellness videos over in general. Especially if you want to come along my journey. Just like 2 weeks ago, I posted a weekly vlog where I started taking these vitamins. And I'm telling you guys, these vitamins on top of what I've been doing has definitely helped your girl. I've been in the gym 3 to 4 times a week. Some days I've been able to do 5, just really depending on my work schedule. But I definitely see the results. I hopped on a scale the other day and I am already down 5 pounds. And that just made me feel so good. I started this journey a few months ago, but being consistent with the eating, the vitamins, and just overall working out, I'm seeing the results, y'all. And your clothes can also be your judge, because you can put something on one week and it might be tight, and then the next week or a couple weeks later, they're fitting perfect, where they're not too tight, they're not too loose, but you know that they fit tight the last time you wore them, but now you're comfortable in those pants, or whatever it is. That right there tells you what you're doing is working. I want to be here to motivate you as you guys motivate me, but just don't get discouraged. If you get discouraged, just remember your why. Your why is going to be the reason you keep going. It really is. But definitely thank you so much for tuning into this video. Again, I hope that this video will motivate you. But I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.